Wemwega, welcome back to Kikuyu lessons. My name is Wanjiru. Today I am teaching you conjunctions, because if you are learning how to construct sentences in Kikuyu, then you must learn the conjunctions, and they are very simple. But before we start, I want to remind you that I teach this language. I teach it here, and I also teach it through Google Meet. So you can reach me through this email address if you would like to learn. You can also refer someone who is looking for a Kikuyu language tutor, de mwalimu waku, de mwalimu wanyu. And don't forget to subscribe and share these videos if you like them. Conjunctions or connectors are words that link other words or phrases together. We are just going to learn the simple ones, which are for, because, if, so. So the first one is for. For and because are the same. For in Kikuyu is nĩũndũ, nĩũndũ. And some people may say nĩtondũ, nĩtondũ. In a sentence, we may say she is tired because she has worked all day. Nĩ mũnogu nĩũndũ or nĩtondũ arutire wĩra mũthenya wothe. Nĩ mũnogu nĩũndũ or nĩtondũ arutire wĩra mũthenya wothe. In another sentence, we can say I left early for I was very tired. Nyumire tene nĩũndũ nyuma mũnogu mũno. Nyumire tene nĩũndũ nyuma mũnogu mũno. The second one is and. And is na. Okay? In an example, we can say Njoki and Njeri are good girls. Njoki na Njeri ne airetu ega. Njoki na Njeri ne airetu ega. In another sentence, we can say I cooked and ate all the food. Ndugire na ndarĩa irio ciothe. Ndugire na ndarĩa irio ciothe. Number 3, we have but. But is no. Imagine. And is na, but is no. An example, we may say I want to go, but I have to finish working. Ndirenda gũthiĩ, no nginya ndĩkie wĩra. Ndirenda gũthiĩ, no nginya ndĩkie wĩra. So but there is no. In another sentence, we can say Kamau did not come today, but he will come tomorrow. Kamau ndanoka ũmũthĩ, no nĩ agoka rũciũ. Kamau ndanoka ũmũthĩ, no nĩ agoka rũciũ. The next one we have or. Or is, you know, they say that Kikuyus have a problem with l and r. What? And r. So I was scared that I would say all instead of or. Okay, instead we are also going to learn instead, yeah. So or is kana. For example, I may ask, do you want githeri or ugali? Urenda ngima kana githeri? Urenda ngima kana githeri? Urenda githeri kana ngima? In another sentence, we can say you can visit your grandmother or your aunt. You can visit your grandmother or your aunt. No userere soso wanyu kana tata wanyu. No ucerere soso wanyu kana tata wanyu. Well, if you have noticed, I said no ucerere. No ucerere. You can. Can in this case can also be no. Remember we said that but is no. Same thing as can and could. When we say you could go, you can go, it will still be no. No uthie, no okay. You could come on Monday. No okay. Muthenya wa mwambĩrĩrio. You could go. No uthie. You can come. No okay. So no is either but, can also be can, and can also be could. We have so. So is kwoguo. Kwoguo. In an example we have, it was raining so I took an umbrella. Ne kwauraga kwoguo ngioya ifuri. Ne kwauraga kwoguo ngioya ifuri. Ifuri is an umbrella. Ifuri. In another sentence we have, he is sick so he won't go to school. Nĩ mũrwaru kwoguo ndegũthiĩ cukuru. Nĩ mũrwaru kwoguo ndegũthiĩ cukuru. By the way, I use sukuru, but some people can say dhukuru. Dhukuru, sukuru. All these borrowed from English school. Now, so can also be used with that. So that. So that will be neguo. Neguo or negeda. Negeda. In a sentence, we can say, I called my parents so that they don't worry. Horeire aciari akwa thimu neguo matikamake. Horeire aciari akwa thimu neguo matikamake. We have another example. She studied hard so that she would pass the test. Athomire na kĩo nĩgetha ahĩtũke kĩgeranio. Athomire na kĩo nĩgetha ahĩtũke kĩgeranio. We have if. If is angĩkorwo. Angĩkorwo. But in Kikuyu we use if depending on are you saying if you? Are you saying if I? Are you saying if it rains? But don't worry, we are going to look at each of them. So the first one is, if you know him, then help him. So if, in this case, we'll say angĩkorwo. Angĩkorwo. Angĩkorwo nĩ ũmũĩ mũteithie. Angĩkorwo nĩ ũmũĩ mũteithie. Number two, if I wanted to say, like right now when I'm saying if, angĩkorwo ndĩrenda kuga, that is okay. If I wanted to say, if it rains, I won't go to work. I can say, angĩkorwo nĩgũkura, ndigũthiĩ wĩra. Angĩkorwo nĩgũkura, ndigũthiĩ wĩra. That is when we are using angĩkorwo. But I could also say, no njuge, kũngĩkorwo nĩgũkura, ndigũthiĩ wĩra. Kũngĩkorwo. Kũngĩkorwo meaning like the place or the situation. Or I could also say, kũngiura. Kũngiura, ndigũthiĩ wĩra. Kũngiura, ndigũthiĩ wĩra. And by that, now you know, kura is to rain. If he comes home, so in this case we are looking at if he comes home, give him this letter. We can always start with angĩkorwo nĩ egũka. Angĩkorwo nĩ egũka, muhe marũa maya. But we can also say angĩũka. Angĩũka. Okay? Angĩũka, muhe marũa maya. If I wanted to say, if you come, I'll say ũngĩũka. ogioka. And then if I wanted to say if I come, then I'll say igioka, igioka. So for me it will be igioka, for you it will be ogioka, for him or her I'll say we agioka or Kamau agioka. Alright? Omuhe marua maya. We have than. Than is gukira, gukira. For example, Njeri is taller than Njoki. Then I'll say Njeri ni muraihu gukira Njoki. Njeri ni muraihu gukira Njoki. If in this case I wanted to say Njeri is taller than me, I'll say Njeri ni muraihu kogera, kogera. Yeah, so that is instead of saying gukira nie. If you wanted to say than him, then we can say komokera, komokera, when we are not mentioning names. Taller than you, muraihu gogokera, gogokera. Yes. We have after. After is thutha wa, thutha wa. He read a book after finishing his supper. Athomire ifuku thutha wa kurikia kuria irio cia hwaini. Athomire ifuku thutha wa kurikia kuria irio cia hwaini. So that means before will be bere ya, bere ya. Some people can say kamwira, kamwira. For example, if you said call me before you get home, horira thimu kamwira okinyete muciĩ. Horira thimu kamwira okinyete muciĩ. And instead will be hado ha, hado ha. For example, I will have tea instead of coffee. Gonywa sai hado ha kahua. Gonywa sai hado ha kahua. Yes. Although or even if or both, we can say ona wakorwo or ona gutwika, ona korwo or ona gutwika. For example, although she was tired, she could not sleep. Ona korwo ari munogu ndahotire gukoma. Ona korwo ari munogu ndahotire gukoma. And that is it for the conjunctions. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. I hope you have learned. Make sure you share this video to anyone who is learning this language. These conjunctions are very, very important because people will use them a lot when they are talking to you. So thank you for watching till the end. If I've forgotten any, I'll just write them in the description bar. Remember, you can find a lot of details in the description bar. And I hope to see you next time. Tonane hede wege. Tigwa wega.